Hello and a very warm welcome. Thanks for tuning in to News9 Live. I'm Kabir Naqvi. Joining me here in the studio is my colleague Varghese P. Abraham. We're also going to be joined by a couple of panelists with us on the show because that is something that we're going to try and decode over the next couple of minutes. Now, Haryana witnessed violent clashes between two groups in Mewat's Nu, which is near Gurugram, if that is what you're familiar with in the Delhi NCR. The police said that the clashes started after Vishwa Hindu Parishad's Brij Mandal Jal Abhishek Yatra was stopped by a group of young men. Stones were pelted at the procession as it passed through certain areas. Some police vehicles were also damaged in the stone pelting. 2 home guards were shot dead and about a dozen policemen were injured in the violence. Gurugram District Administration announced that all schools, colleges and educational institutes will remain closed on Tuesday, and this after the violence erupted in Nu, which then spread across to Sona in Gurugram, in Ballabgarh, places in Faridabad as well, even as these two sides in the communal clashes began taking revenge. A.K. Jain, former DGP Uttar Pradesh, with us on the broadcast. A very warm welcome to you, sir. Sir, how about you tell us? You're actually the right voice to tell us something like this. When tensions were palpable, when you knew that the situation could be sensitive with Monu Manesar, what happened with the twin murders, cow vigilante, Nu being a heavily Muslim-dominated area, and we all know the power of social media. Do you think that the local administration were caught napping in this case? Because, I mean, if the police could have, monitored social media better, maybe we wouldn't be seeing such hefty clashes.
I was reading a statement of a prominent politician of Haryana, and he alleged that these rumors were making around for the last 2 days that trouble is going to take place at Nu, and Monu Manesar is going to attend. So all possible precautions should have been taken, in my opinion, by Haryana police. Whether Monu Manesar is a cow vigilante or he belongs to Bajrang Dal or Vishwa Hindu Parishad, he should have been detained if necessary. He should not have been allowed to be part of the procession, because you know the capability of Monu Manesar and his gang. So this I think is failing on the part of BJP government and new administration. Whenever there is tension, generally a box formation is created. Boxes that you have force in the front, you have force in the back, you have force on the left flank and right flank, and then you escort the procession so that no provocative sloganeering is taking place, no weapons are displayed in.
We've lost connection with Arvind Kumar Jain, former DGP Uttar Pradesh. Well, he's back with us. Sir, can you hear us?
Yeah. Actually, some phone call had come.
That's all right. That's all right, sir. Do go on.
So all these precautions should have been taken. This procession, I'm told, is just 3 years old, and if necessary, if 1,000 men are deployed, you deploy 1,500 men. And rooftop duties should have been deployed. Drones should have been deployed, and search should have been taken of the roofs which had bricks and other such material. All these precautions should have been taken by Gurugram, by Haryana police. I have been to Nu in connection with the meeting Chief Minister held there, and you get a very eerie feeling if you move around in Nu area. And it is it's
Sir, eerie in the sense. Sir, eerie in the sense. Exactly how?
Eerie in the sense that you get a very uncomfortable feeling. You feel that you are not moving in very safe area. Suppose you are moving in Gurugram or in Delhi or Faridabad, you don't get that feeling. It's a Muslim majority area. Mavs are notorious criminals also. From UP on Mathura highway, they used to hijack the entire trawlers, and they full of carts and tractors, and used to take them to Nu area. So this place has been notorious. Firing has taken place from the side of the people of Nu, and it means that they are moving around freely. And one thing you must note, that they have attacked and ransacked the cyber police station of Nu area. recently you must have heard that it has emerged as another second Jantara and fake calls
Right. You're absolutely right.
and so that's why they deliberately ransacked the cyber police station, which was instrumental in getting the raids organized on these elements. So it's a serious situation. It's a
So,
serious
is
situation,
it,
and I think
Mr. Jain? Sorry to interrupt you. Are you, in fact, when you say about attacking of that cyber, it looks like there are certain elements who have worked under the cover of this violence to actually erase data that the cyber police would have actually gathered on this. So this was just an excuse of what to probably erase that data.
yes, it can be. It can be. Otherwise, why will they attack a cyber police station? Cyber police station has nothing to do with maintenance of law and order. You attack the local police station. You attack local DSP. You attack other people. They have shot one DSP. They have shot dead two home guards. It means they were carrying weapons also. And if weapons were there, what was police doing? Why didn't they take the search of
That,
those
sir,
people?
it seems is the biggest question, sir. What was the police doing? What was the local administration doing? Nu, you rightly pointed out, is now the new Jamtara. Nu, on the other hand, is also, home to various kinds of stone mafia as well. So, when the police knows, when the administration knows that situation is so sensitive, why not work on it? Pankaj, take a look at these developments. I mean, 13 companies of paramilitary forces have reached Nu. Six more are already on the way. The situation, they say, is normal in several areas. Sona, we're learning that internet has also been brought back to life. Section 144 has been imposed as a precautionary measure in Faridabad, Palwal, Gurugram, and curfew was not imposed in any of these districts earlier. Peace committee meeting will be held in Sona shortly. But the bigger question, Pankaj, what AK Jain is also here talking about, that what was the police doing? You knew it was such a sensitive issue. One tweet, one little tweet comes from the chief minister. That's all that has happened. Now politicians are starting to speak up. Now the administration is starting to speak up. But the damage has been done. The shops have been gutted already.
Well, you're right, Kabir. The damage is done, and obviously, with sensitive places like Nu. Remember, as Mr. Jan was mentioning, I will quickly pick up from where he left. It was in the month of July, exactly last year in 2022, when Haryana Police's DSP was killed by sand mafia in Nu.
Right,
So,
in Nu.
and that also immediately shot to headlines. But the question here remains what the police authority was doing, and secondly, whether the situation was actually manageable or not. Because when this procession started, there were police presence along with the procession. But the question here lies a day before, when social media posts by Monu Manesar had elicited very rave responses where there were voices saying that they will give a befitting response to this alleged cow vigilante guy who is also wanted and is facing some charges of murder as well. Now, Nu, obviously, if you look at the uh, religious sentiments there, the kind of population, it's mostly Muslim-dominated area, for a procession to pass through that, which happens every year, obviously it calls for even bigger bandobast, police bandobast, and not just men on ground, but also overall view, how social media is reacting, what is the chatter, how people are going to react to it. All those things are necessary. But the very premise of this debate, whether social media added fuel to fire, then I would say yes, because what happened in Nu, police constables and policemen facing the might of the crowd, the stone pelters and everyone. Many of them got injured. Uh, three of them rather, succumbed to death also. The videos that were circulated from Nu violence, when they reached Sona, again the situation flared up that side. So the police presence in Nu was not enough.
Kabir, there is
But
one serious fact in this, as we were talking about it. It's about the use of guns, because the home guards were shot dead, and then
right.
you had the inspectors who's suffered injury to his stomach, who was also shot. So there were guns available
How
there.
does
I think that
reconciliation happen here? We know the red flags. AK Jain, sir, would you like to throw some light before we wrap up this discussion, because it's an ever developing story. We'll have to wait and find out as to how the local administration reacts. Can you tell us How does reconciliation happen now?
No. There are so many methods of reconciliation. You use force, and they will naturally come to a negotiating table. They will discuss it among themselves, and they will settle it. My point is that if Monu Manesar is wanted in a double murder, in a very ghastly murder of two Muslim young boys, why was he not booked by Haryana government? Why was he not sent to the jail? He should have been booked under National Security Act. Why is he moving around freely all over the place, creating trouble? If he has the blessings of someone in the government, then government is to be blamed. If he has blessings of someone in the police of in top hierarchy, then they are to be blamed. Action should be taken on merit, in my opinion, against criminals. Whether he's a Hindu or a Muslim, drastic action should be taken, and NSA should be invoked. NSA is meant only for this. And why action was not taken when name of Monu Manesar is there for the last so many months in newspapers? Why is he being allowed to move around like a VIP? He is posting videos that I shall also be joining. Yeah, no police should have alerted, should have been on their toes, and they should have told the Gurugram police that he's not supposed to come here, and please keep him under preventive detention. Hold him there only. If he comes here, we will book him. No provocative slogans should be allowed. And but deliberately, some people they shout slogans when they pass the religious place of another community. Deliberately, they do it so just to create trouble. And then this kind of situation. Now neighboring districts are also affected. So many months will pass in normalizing the situation. The damages have been caused. I am told that one mosque has been burned. One person has been killed in Sona unnecessarily. People who have nothing to do with the riot, they are suffering. So all this should not be allowed.